Hi, this is Melissa, and I'm in our Children's Ministry Resource Room. I'd like to give you a quick overview of the lesson for this weekend. We'll be teaching about Abraham and how, as a very old man, he received a promise from God that he would have many descendants, more than the stars in the sky or the sand on the seashore. And this is our coloring page. So after the kids' beginning time in the classroom, they'll head outside and they'll get to use these oversized Lego bricks again. They will also have a sensory bin with kinetic sand, and we would encourage the kids to look at the sand, and you can talk to them about how there's just too many pieces to even count, and maybe that'll help them relate to the story. We have molds, and they can also look at the sand even a little more closely. And if you've never touched kinetic sand, I would check it out. It feels really neat. Upstairs, they will have two new worship songs, I'm Fixing My Eyes on You and My God Is So Big. Their new memory verse is, without faith, no one can please God. And that's Hebrews 11:6, the first part of it. And we'll be doing those worship songs in that memory verse all month. The kids will have a lesson given by Mr. Chris. He will probably do some of it through the big book, but most of it will be done through this object lesson, which will use some water, some sand, some glittery stars, and a little bit of blue food coloring. And he'll assemble something that's kind of like a snow globe, and he will be doing it as he is dressed in as the character of Abraham, and that hopefully will be fun for the kids. And then in the skit that involves the puppets, the No God, they'll discusses God can do the impossible, and I should believe God's promises is our show God. And we will also talk a little bit about God's promises for kids to really bring it home for them. And also at the end of the puppet show, we're going to have one of those night sky effect things where we turn out the lights and we have a device that shines stars up onto the ceiling, and that should be kind of neat for the kids to see that and relate to the story. Then back in their classrooms, they will have a very simple craft. And relating back to Abraham being a very old man when he was given the promise, they have these beards that they can color, and then you might even have them hold the beards up in front of them to share a detail of the story that they remember, or even share anything about God. If you have time and are interested, you guys have the Beginner's Bible with the story in it in your classroom. I have these tabs in all the classrooms that you can tab the Beginner's Bibles to the right page, that all the kids can have their Bible and look at the story with you. Another thing that's in your classroom are these echo mics, and the kids, when they speak into them, they echo back. And if you want to do an activity where they retell or share a detail, even about themselves or about God, that's a fun thing that you guys can use in your room. Also, when you guys come in this weekend, we would encourage you, if you're interested in signing up for any upcoming weekends, to use this QR code where you put the camera on your phone and you scan the QR code, and it brings you right to the place where you'd sign up to help out. That's for you. And also after the service at 12:30, or after second service, every first Sunday we meet in the fellowship hall and we enjoy some food and fellowship. We have Q&A time, suggestions, and discussion. All of these things can be shared, and it's meant to be a brief but productive and fun time together. So we hope you'll see us there, and I just look forward to seeing all of you and serving with you this weekend. God bless you.